Hello everyone, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. While I adjust my camera here, yes, we are back with another video. It's Monday afternoon. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. Hope all is well with everyone. All is well here. Yes, we are back with another video. I'm not gonna hold this video too long today, but I just wanted to just give y'all some more information about life, love, and manifestation. Yes, I'm on a little bike trail here. It's a little quiet area. It's actually in the middle of town, but it's just a little quiet area, a little bike trail out here. I think it's kind of nice. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I just want to get on into the subject. I want to talk about heroism. Heroism. As a person that likes superheroes, that likes superhero movies, I am fascinated with the whole subject of the superhero. The superhero or the hero. He don't have to be a superhero. He can be a hero. A hero is somebody that can see something ain't going right. A hero can be somebody that sees somebody that's not being treated right. A hero, it can see something in any situation, any given moment, that something's not right. And without thinking, the superhero or the hero would jump right out there to help whoever's in trouble or to help the situation. And a lot of times they would do this without even thinking about it, without even worrying about their own personal safety. A hero is just something fascinating about the hero. And I wanted to tell y'all this because I want to talk about you being the hero of your own movie. Somebody coming up on me on a bicycle. I figured it would be. I want to talk about you being a superhero of your own movie. See, your life, your personal life is actually a movie being played out by you and for you, and only by you and only for you. Now, many people say, we talked about being the star of your own movie, about being the main character in your own movie. But have I ever talked about being the hero of your own movie? And that's what I want to talk about today. Being the hero of your own movie. You see, you are a special person. I am a special. Everybody's special in their own way. And as soon as we get in touch with ourselves, as soon as we awaken and start understanding the life that we are in and the situations that we are in. Hold on, I got somebody coming here. This is a little bike trail. Of course, on a bike trail, you're gonna see people riding bikes. How you doing? So, when you awaken and you become aware of your surroundings and what's really going on around you, this is like the normal person becoming the superhero. Some superheroes come to mind: Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. And a lot of these heroes, if you look at their stories, back this way. They went through somewhat of an awakening. They went through a life-changing experience. And it gave them oftentimes superpowers. Oftentimes it would make them just want to make the world right. Use their whatever they had to make the world right. In your awakening, it's just like you becoming the superhero of your movie. After you awaken from the Matrix, and you realize what this world really is, and you realize the narratives and how you've been, for lack of a better word, played your whole life, that is a life-changing experience. That is a life-altering experience. You have awakened. And when you have awakened, you have to sit for a while and think to yourself, what am I going to do about this? Am I going to just stand by and do nothing? Or am I going to don my cape, my costume, and my mask, my superhero mask, and do something about this? Or am I going to just not do nothing? So many people in this world have awakened, and that is a good thing. But the bad thing is nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's taking action. Nobody is donning their cape. Nobody's putting on the superhero mask. Nobody's putting on the superhero costume. Everybody is still remaining docile. We need some spiritual superheroes in this reality. Are you that superhero? Or are you one of those docile awakened ones? Yeah, you're awake. You know what's going on. You see what's going on. A lot of people are awake and they see what's going on. But they're still very docile. They're not doing anything. They're not speaking out. They're not speaking out or speaking up because they're afraid of any consequence. They're afraid of the consequence. If I speak up and speak out, they feel powerless. But what does a superhero do? There are times when a real superhero is afraid. There are times when a superhero feels disempowered. He feels powerless. But in spite of being afraid, in spite of feeling powerless, the superhero still gets up and dons his cape, puts on his mask, and puts on his superhero costume and goes and fights the villain. Despite the crazy odds, despite even the people not giving him any support, sometimes they're even speaking against him. In spite of all of that, the superhero still goes out and fights. In spite of everything going against, all the circumstances, all of the people around him, everything is against him. But the superhero is doing one thing. He's doing what he knows is right in his heart. And a superhero is something, it's a seed or something deep down in a superhero that just won't let him stand by. That just won't let him be quiet. That just won't let him sit still. Superhero on a subway, watching a little kid getting bullied. Everybody else just minding their business. But a real hero just can't take it. A real hero oftentimes will put his own self in danger. Well, in this reality, in this life, in this matrix that we live in, I feel like we got bullies. They're pushing us around, telling us what to do, trying to bully us around. But where are the spiritual heroes? Where are the ones that are willing to stand up and speak out and speak up against not only injustice, but unrighteousness, against people trying to take away your freedom, people trying to take away, entities trying to take away your life? Unfortunately, heroes, real heroes, I'm not talking about the heroes work here signs and all this other stuff. Heroes work here. I'm talking about the real heroes. The heroes that stand up for righteousness. The heroes that stand up for truth. The heroes that's not gonna take. Hold on, coming up on this. Hold on, let me turn around right here. The heroes that seem to understand the situation that we are in and the situation that we are facing. See, a good superhero will have something like a spider sense or some type of detection device that lets them detect when something ain't right. Some of you need to turn on your spiritual spider sense. Some of you have. Your spiritual spider sense is detecting that something is not right. Oftentimes, even in your workplace, even in your town, even in your city, even in your country, even in this entire world, your spiritual spider sense is telling you that something's not right. But a true superhero leaps into action. This world is in desperate need of people who are willing and not afraid to speak up and speak out for truth. Truth is over there sitting by himself. Is there anybody going to speak up for me? Is there anybody going to defend me? Is there anybody going to come rescue me? How messed up it is to see someone bullied, someone having their money taken away, someone pushed around, someone talked down, and everybody just doing nothing. Nobody and everybody's afraid for their own life and their own safety. I'm not telling you to go out there and do anything drastic. I'm just telling you to stand up within yourself. Many of you are awakened. Many of you are aware. Many of you know what's going on, but you're too afraid to speak up and speak out. You're too afraid, and fear has never conquered anything. It's those who overcome their fear, those who conquer their fear and not let fear conquer them. When you let fear conquer you, you are conquered. People allow fear to conquer them. And you see people walking around just acquiescing, giving in. They say, oh, go put a mask on. Oh yeah, I'll put a mask on. Even though I know what this really is, I'm still gonna put the mask on. Even though I know what this really is, I'm gonna still act the part. You got a lot of people that know what this really is. I'm not gonna get on that too much. But what if we had a lot of people, the majority of people, become spiritual superheroes, and they stand up for what they know in their heart is right? What if some superheroes have put themselves in very bad situations, For example, there's this Batman series called Arkham Knights. They made a video game out of it. It's where it's Batman, who, of course, you should know by now, that's a superhero. Batman is one of the most widely known superheroes in the world. You go anywhere in the world and say Batman, everybody know who you're talking about. Well, there was a series, y'all forgive me if I get a little bit wrong here and now, but there was a series of where Batman was just chilling somewhere, and all of a sudden he looks up in the sky and he sees the bat signal. So he goes and meets the commissioner and says, he puts on his cape and his mask and he flies up there or whatever. He says, "Commissioner, what's wrong? I saw the bat signal." He said, "Yes, there's been some disturbance at Arkham Mental Institution, insane asylum. This is where all the criminals that Batman has locked up, this is where all the criminals that he's locked up that have been the insane criminals, like the Joker, the Riddler, and all. Now we talking fictional, but this I'm going somewhere with this. It says, yeah, there's been a disturbance out there. I really don't want to send my police force in there because I don't know what to expect. I was wondering if you could go down there and check it out for me." Of course, Batman, being the superhero he is, couldn't turn it down. These are all the crazy criminals that he's locked up over the years. So he gets down there. Hold on, let me turn around. So he gets down there only to find out that the criminals, the insane people, the psychopaths, the sociopaths, the psychopaths, the insane people have taken over the prison. And they've locked up the sane people. They've locked up the staff. They've locked up the doctors and they've locked up the nurses. They got them in the cells. And they've taken over the whole hospital, the whole prison. And it is very similar to what this world is. This world is like Arkham Prison. All of the insane people, all of the psychopaths have taken over, and they've locked up all the sane people, all the awakened people, all the light beings. So Batman, being the superhero he is, he could have said, you know what? There's a lot of crazy people walking around in the hospital. You know, a crazy person will do anything. I'm just gonna go home. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut, go home. I'm just not gonna deal with this. But you see, Batman, I know he's a fictional character, but Batman is a superhero. He can't help it. He has to do what's right. So he goes in there with all the odds stacked against him. He's fighting the Joker, and they got all kind of traps set for him, and they got all kind of tricks, and they're making fun of him, and they're doing stuff to him. Don't that sound familiar to the light being? They're setting traps for you and making fun of you and doing stuff to you. In spite of all of that, what does Batman do? He keeps moving forward, and he keeps doing what he knows in his heart is right. You see, this world is like Arkham Insane Asylum in many places. It's a beautiful world now. It's a lot of beauty in this world. It's a lot of good people, a lot of sane people, a lot of spiritually good people. But unfortunately, it's a lot of people that are not that. And we need some Batmans, some spiritual Batmans. He's got the odds stacked against him. And he's taking on all of these psychopaths one by one or all at once. It don't matter. He's doing what he has to do, and he's doing what he knows is right. Are you a superhero? Or are you just gonna sit by, go to your job, drink your latte, drive your SUV, go to the Walmart, walk around, go shopping, pay your rent, live your life, and just acquiesce and just be this quiet, timid little person that goes along with what you know isn't right? I'm not asking anyone to put themselves in danger. If half of the people, just half of the people in this world just stand up and do what they know is right, we can change this world. It's just half of the people. I'm talking about young, old, and everything in between. White, black, male, female, all nationality, all races. Anybody can be a superhero. A superhero can be white, black, male, female, young, old. A superhero is someone who stands up even when the odds are stacked against them, even when nobody's supporting them, even when they have to stand alone. They stand up and they do what's right, and they defend what's right, and they defend the weak, they defend the helpless, they defend the truth, they defend and they rescue and they stand up. If we just had half of the population, matter of fact, not even half, just a third of the population, just stand up and stop being cowards and stop being sheep and just stand up and stop worrying about losing their house and their job and stop worrying about whatever the consequence is, because we forget about the one thing. God is within us. And when you stand up outside, God will stand up inside. When you sit down outside, God will sit down inside. A lot of times when I stood up, I could feel God standing up within me. You become empowered from inside. You become empowered from on high when you do what is right. When you stand up for what is right. And you put your fears aside and do what you know in your heart is right. When you do that, God stands up inside of you. When you know to do what's right, but then you become this sheepish acquiescer just because you want to drink your latte and live a comfortable life. Now, I'm not telling anybody to just put themselves out there. Who doesn't want to live a comfortable life? But at the same time, don't you want your children to be free? Don't you want your children to be around love and joy and peace in their life? Somebody say there'll never be joy and peace. There'll always be something or somebody. And maybe that's true. Because if you really think about it, can we really completely destroy evil? Maybe not. But can evil completely destroy good? Maybe not. They're the yin and yang, the night and day, the high, the low. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't stand up for what is right. I'm talking about standing firm. I'm not talking about being wishy-washy. I'm not talking about being shaky. I'm not talking about even being afraid to the point where you won't do anything. He thinks superheroes are not afraid. Superheroes are usually labeled as being brave. But the truth of the matter is, I'm gonna let this guy go by right here. How you doing? Right. The truth of the matter is, most of the time, in real life and in fiction, as superheroes show bravery, oftentimes they're very afraid. They're very afraid. They're going up against strong opponents. They're going up against strong villains that are not going to bow easily. Hold on, let me get past this. I want to turn around right here. I would keep going. This bike trail goes all the way down. I really don't want to cross the street right now. But I guess I'll turn around right here. How you doing? You let me, I appreciate it. Let me get on back across the street and then I'll let y'all I can finish. But superheroes, I kind of lost my place there for a second. I always thought about the cartoon, The Roadrunner. In this cartoon, there's really no dialogue, and it just got really two characters in the whole cartoon. It's got the Roadrunner and the Coyote. And the Coyote wants to feed off the Roadrunner. Apparently the Roadrunner is just running through life, trying to enjoy life, trying to be happy, trying to be free. And this Coyote wants nothing more in this world than to eat this little bird. But there's one problem. This bird never stops moving. And when he do stop moving, he doesn't stay stopped for long. He's always on the move. He's always on the go. And I always looked at that and I always thought the Roadrunner represents the light beings, the spiritual beings in this world. And the Coyote represents all of these negative frequencies that are trying to feed off of us. But you notice, if you watch any of this, if you've ever watched this, the Coyote never quits. No matter how much he fails, no matter how much he has to go through, he keeps going back and trying something new. I'm gonna turn around right here. He keeps going back and trying something new. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. It's about 30 minutes. And as I watch this, I think to myself, which one am I? Am I the Roadrunner? Hold on a minute, let these people get by. How y'all doing? How you doing? Sometimes I think, which one am I in that cartoon? You know, you could really put yourself in both of them shoes. Am I the Roadrunner? Or am I the Coyote? Am I the little bird that's running for its life? Trying to run through life, never stop moving. Always keep going no matter what. Knowing that this thing is after me, trying to feed off of me. Or am I the Coyote? Trying to live but never giving up, failing time and time again and never giving up. I guess I'm a little of both. We are a little of both. But I kind of got sidetracked there. Just wanted to give y'all some things to think about. Like I said, I wasn't gonna hold y'all long today. I'm walking down this little bike trail. It's a nice quiet little area right here. Nice cool, not a cool day, but it's pleasant out here. But I want to talk to you about being the hero of your movie. Hold on, let me cross the street. So, think of yourself as the hero. Heroes don't feel sorry for themselves. Heroes don't let themselves be overcome with fear, but they overcome fear by doing what they know is right. And when they overcome fear, God can use them in a mighty way from within inside of them. Not use them, but God can work through them in a mighty way. That sounds better than God using somebody. God can work through them. God works through you. God awakens you. God shows you truth. God leads you. God is the great I am that is within you. Your imagination, your subconscious, the love, the all that is good, right, and true that is within you. All right, now. That's what God is. That's what God is. And God can work through somebody with the right heart, with the right mind, and who's not afraid to stand up and do what is right. And don't even think about any consequence. They just do it. No hesitation, no hesitation, no hesitation, no hesitation whatsoever. They just do it. They just do it. You know, it's people who hesitate on anything, whether it be a decision, a business deal, anything, or doing what they know is right. They never truly get anywhere because they're always hesitating. Those who leap into action without hesitation, those are the ones who make progress. Whether it be in business, whether it be in spirituality, whether it be in standing up for what's right. Those who don't hesitate. Got some young lady walking this way. All right. How you doing? But yes, it all begins with loving yourself and doing what you know is right. It all begins with being the superhero of your movie. Are you gonna be the superhero? Or are you gonna be the timid little sheep that runs and hides in the corner? God can't use nobody like that. I mean, God can't work through nobody like that. You say you want God to work through you? Well, you got to have the right heart. You got to have the right mind, and a heart and a mind that does what it knows is right. Yes. Yes. Well, I'm finna end this video. I'm back close to my truck. And I just wanted to, oh, what is that? That's a bike. Look at this, I've never seen this before. Here's a little tool thing to work on your bike. It's got an air pump right there. It's got little wrenches right there. It's got screwdrivers. Wow, that's cool. You can air your tire up right there. You can even, it's got a little thing where you can even set your bike on it right there. Look at that. That's cool. That's very cool. I've never seen that. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to end this video. But I want you to think about being the superhero of your movie. And when you become the superhero of your movie, that's exactly what you become, a superhero. Not everybody can be the superhero. And just like the majority of the people that listen to this video, I hate to say it, probably are not gonna be a superhero. They might be a hero up to some degree. While the building's on fire, everybody's running out of the building. The superhero runs into the building to see who needs to be saved. Right now, the world give or take, is on fire. Are you gonna run from the building, or you gonna run into the building? You do what you know is right. Yes, I'm back at the Pretty Penny. There's a Pretty Penny right there. Yes, there it is. I'm back at the Pretty Penny. We just came out here to make a video for y'all. I'm gonna go home and post this. I just hope that you find this video helpful. I always forget to ask everybody to like and to subscribe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be customizing my truck little bit by little bit. And every time I put a customization on it, I'm gonna show it to y'all. I wanna do something a little different besides talk about a lot of stuff what I'm talking about. I wanna just switch it up and shake it up a little bit. So I got some customization ideas I wanna do. And if y'all got some ideas what I can do to this truck, you know, put it down in the comments section. But like and subscribe and leave some comments. I know I don't really get to them sometimes, but sometimes I get to them late. But anyway, do that. And I'm gonna customize my truck, make it look nice for y'all. So when I come do the videos, you know, this is the Pretty Penny. I named it that because it's kind of like a little tarnished penny. But I like it. It's nice. It runs great. I got some good ideas. If y'all got some good ideas, in about maybe a year or so, I want this truck to really look nice. Rims, tint, whatever, you know. But yeah. So like and subscribe, leave comments. I love to hear from y'all. But yes, be the superhero of your reality. Yes. I'm Jerome Strickland. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.